I've studied, so it's not like I haven't done nothing, but fuck. History, 23 tab. Close this, pause that, open this up. Maybe close that, check this. Come back. Looks like I got graded for week 1. Wait, what happened with... How'd I get a 90? Why did I get 100, bro? No, what did I do wrong? Test 2 debugging questions not answered. What? Did I skip that one? No. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to this. Alright. Okay. Wow. Okay. 100, 190. I'll take those grades. Oh, dude, I forgot to do test 2. No. Feels like my brain is damaged. My right eye has been twitching uncontrollably. And I can't open my right eye all the way up like I used to. Okay, it's all good. These are dirty clothes anyways. I've yet to shower. I would like to shower, would be nice. Need to cut off that extra knot in my hair before I shower. That's the reason why I've held it off. Also, my head just hurts, so I'll probably drink in the shower. Get fucked up in there. Cooking, trucking. Fry and Miranda's on her. Hello, baby. I miss you, Rock Betty. Come on. Let me smash. Crunchy. Got a lot of console applications to write today. Show off to any viewers that need to break down lab 4, 5, and 6, although today we're definitely breaking down lab 4. Let's see, lecture 4 has to be completely broken down. I'm about 38 minutes into that, but in between our breaks, turning off, giving our PC a break, we'll be able to review said content, lecture 4 content, past 38 minutes, because we stopped at, I believe we were talking about, we were past switch statements, if else, if statements, the difference between and the relevancy and referencing of how similar switch and if else statements are. Let's see. Ternary statements is a big one. We're going to have to practice a lot in console applications, as well as do and while do loops, which are two separate loops, but technically within the same dependency of loopage. if we're talking about the category of loopage. So iteration, for loops. Of course, how I do runs the code first once at least while a while do runs all the, or checks and then runs all the code. Does it run the code first? Runs it after the check. Okay. I'm still in a lot of pain, that's not good. I'll wake up here, get a game, and then start these studying so that we don't fall behind and we can get ahead. We do like a 5-day lead ahead. We like that. We like the whole week. We like to be ahead. We need to finish early. We want to finish early. We need to see what's due today for sure, but that's what's due for us personally at least. I believe on the 15th or 14th is when all these labs are due. I could be wrong, but we'll double check the dates. Let's see. Knowing the dates is important, so you can plan ahead. Gotta know the dates, that means you're not planning ahead, and if you're not planning ahead, you're planning to fall behind. It's that simple. There's no other mathematical equation other than don't be fucking lazy. Okay, so let's do a review. Let's see, September 12th, that's today. We're gonna break that down, right? 16th, 15th. I do still want to do the practical, but lab 4 and 5 are due on the 15th, so we're gonna at least get this one done today, so we can focus the next 2 days on loops. I noticed I had an issue looping and looping deflections, but I should safely pass this class, assuming I focus all of my efforts today and the next 2 days on 2.04. What the fuck is 2.03? Anyways, 2.04, 2.04. Where's 2.03? That's actually bothering me. What the hell? Oh, kid here. Right. Where's the 2.03 assignment, bro? Why is that not there? Why is it just a typo or okay? All right. Okay. We're gonna disconnect for a second because I don't know where that assignment's at, and I don't want to get a bad grade for that, so I'm going to go ahead and just message them. Well, where it's at, it might have just been a review anyways, so I don't think it, considering these 5 are 0% weight, the 2.03 might, I don't think the 2.03 is important. I think we can sacrifice that even if it is like 5% of the grade, because the max percent grade we were getting from week 2 is 15%, and it looks like the average is 7% for these ones, so this in itself is essentially 15% or is one of these. So making sure you do these 2 first is important, but if you don't do this one and you do all 3 of these and you focus all your efforts on these, you'll end up probably falling behind, not realizing, because you don't do the midterm practical, but that's also due on the 22nd, but I'd rather upload that early, get a grade early so I can focus on week 3 and 4 and get ahead again. Okay. Let's close that real quick. Now, We got to start that up. Alright, back to it. This is another one of that's paperwork I'm going to need. Grab another box with paperwork. But first, let's see. Yeah, definitely going in here. I'm going to need these for all the paperwork I have to organize. I already have essentials, documents, name them, label them. Let's see. Okay, so that's done. I don't know if you see all this back end stuff we're still working on. Said, I don't care, can't afford it, I'm a broke college student, I have no future, I'm just slowly building the future. That is the future, but there is no future. You have to build the future, that's the job. Job of a college student. Full-time college student. That is all you are. Full-time medical patient college student. You can do this while you're in fucking hospital. Which I'm not going to. Fuck the hospital. I'm dying outside the hospital. Oh. Get that pain relief now. So we gotta get figure some audio other than me, of course. Yo. Oh, that's what. Drinks. And this weed I've been really just my water's my coolant. Blood is my mechanical fluid, I guess. These are mechanical fluid right now. No, we need this. Child molester has been banned. I'd be pissed. Should you, let's just go first. Should you, collections, I believe? Oh, actually, my notifications first. PG1, we know we're good with. Professionalism grade, we know we're good with. Fletcher 2, we know we're good with. Because we're finished. Fletcher 3, we know we're good with. Right? Yeah, we did that. Right. Now we're on lecture 4, and we go to 38. Right, case statements.
Yeah, so the switch, we're going to switch on some numeric type variable. So we're going to assume this is int. So int being a whole number numeric type, switches only like numeric types. It'll give you an error if you have. And then we're checking for very specific things. I think we can utilize variables as part of the case. So like if we have x equal 1, y equal 2, and z equal 3, we could say case x, case y, case z. I'll make a note of that.
That's not true.
By the time we get to live demo real quick.
What's on the right ones? This value. Value is true.
So something that we're going to dive in a little bit today and periodically before the midterm is think of pretty much any video game that when you boot it up, it has some form of menu. Menu. The way that I think of a menu is like the original Dooms or like Doom 24 that it is. There's usually like new game, continue, options, things like that. That could be user input because we're not using graphic units, user interface, we're using text and things like that. So we prompt them with a menu, like new game, continue, etc. We ask them to make a selection. So they're not pressing like up or down, they have to do like option. We then compare their selection against values that we provide in that menu. And we usually do that once. Because we're not comparing like if
your walls. Okay. Let's try another clip. I have a headache, so hopefully it's hard to focus. The drink's not helping as much as I thought it would. Come on in. Throw your drum. This is a problem. Sacrifice was worth it. I could have died. I would have been flanked. Without a doubt. Return. Okay. You wanna play? Just play. I like to play. No, he was right there on site. One upstairs, Iana on site, 25 HP. To it. To study it.
Things are greater than whatever, we're doing a 1. The most unique thing that we can do with a case statement is do a range-based check. So if we go back a slide, we can see that we're doing case 1 break, case 2 break, case 3 break. If we don't have a break on each one, so case 1 doesn't have a break, case 2 doesn't have a break, if number has a value of 1, 2, or 3, it's going to always do whatever code happens to be in the case 3 setting, or whatever your end range value happens to be. So we could continue this if you remove this break and say case 4, case 5, case 6, and then put a break on case 6. If number has a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, it would do whatever case 6. And then the default if it's either higher or less than 1. Right. Comparing this to an if statement, so side by side, these effectively are the same, we'll end up doing the same thing with the structure difference. And then before going on to that, we have our new operator, which is a double vertical slash. On most keyboards, it is going to be above your enter key, so shift, whatever that happens to be the backslash. This is logical OR. So this is saying if number is equal to 1, or number is equal to 2, or number is equal to 3. If any of these conditions are true, the evaluation or the greater condition will end up being true. However, if there's
Greater
an and
condition will
instead
be
of or,
true as long as all of them are true. You won? You won or lost? Alright, no waste more time.
First, or double ampersand instead of double work stop. It would be number 1 is equal to 1 and number 2 is equal to 3 and number 2, I think I said 2, which can't happen, so that would ultimately end up being false. So the primary difference is when you're utilizing an or, any of the conditions that are changed could be true to make the evaluation true. However, if they were and, all of them. Yes, that would be where you insert placing parentheses towards and. So you're saying if condition 1 is equal to true, or thing is equal to true, or the separate condition and this other separate condition.
Alright, let's get another clip. Let's see. Let's see. We can go back to watching the lecture that we were supposed to finish yesterday, but we mixed in the review and the presentation we left. Shit, fair. Thought so. That's good. Like that. Oof. Nice calf work. For our coffee. We'll get after this game.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely
Get this to 45.
Alright, at this point we should understand ternary areas to simplify conditional statements and how they assign a value to a variable. We understand switch statements can be used in place of if-else if statements when comparing one value against other values, and then how the break keyword allows for the immediate exit from a conditional statement. So touching on that last a little bit, I did mention it, but what would happen is kind of like an if statement, where if we have if, else if, else if, else if, and one of those happens to be true, none of the others that aren't true happen. So if we didn't have a break in the switch case, A, I think the compiler would throw an error, but B, we would have no way to escape the switch. So once a break is hit inside of the switch, it escapes outside of that parent block. So in this case, we have the block being the scope braces on switch. Whenever we hit a break, it's going to exit to the end of scope braces switch and then continue executing the code line by line. Any questions on any of that?
Okay, so we've got this to 4502 now, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish.
Right, this is probably, I would say, like, probably the most complicated thing of today. It's called enumeration. Enumeration is a complete ordered list of all items in a collection. The term is commonly used in
complete ordered list.
Mathematics and computer science refers to a listing of all elements of a set. So think of like a list of things that you would commonly use.
Okay, yes, we'll come back to that. For now, I'm going to come over here. That's the one we're on now. We're going to go back to week 2. Down here. Do that. It's just. Let's see those. Vigil was roaming, but he's now on the same floor as Bomb now. So I saw that coming. I'm pissed that I did it. Anyways, back to week 2. Collections. There's some collections in 2.04 we need to finish. So let's do that.
In this video, we're going to talk about collections.
Go over it again.
So far, we know how to store one value under one identifier. If we need to store another value, we'll store it under another identifier. So what happens when we need to store many values? Well, right now, we would take these values and assign them each to their own variable. But what if we can take all of these values and store them under a single variable? That is why we'll use collections. We'll start off by talking about some collections vocabulary. I'm gonna pause that. Okay. Oh, my brain. Immutable data type. Immutable doesn't change. Pause that and come back to it. It's actually stacking a lot of information in this video. I need to think about it slowly and efficiently, because today we're done with the review. We're uploading labs and breaking down. Probably, give or take, it's going to be about 40 to 50 videos just between these 3 labs, but if I need to, I'll leave the last lab for tomorrow. I can feel the extreme weakness in my head right now and the agitation of the pressure. Probably going to be yelling if I sit at this desk too long, so I'm going to lay down after this game. Oh man, I'm so weak. Oh, it's only gonna get worse the older I get, Fletcher. Focus on focus. Develop and develop. All you are is an indie dev. You're indie by yourself, born alone, free. Not in this cell. You have the freedom to walk away and rest your head and take some fresh air outside, come back and think about the stuff that you learned, and then probably play again. Calm down. But I definitely need more pain relief. Like, this is bad. This is actually bad. For the amount of thinking and work I have to do, and moving I have to do, and focusing I have to do, all this light I have to deal with, this is not enough pain relief. This is bad. Oh, fuck. No food will help. We're weak, but this means we can't try our best. Even though we won't really give our best, we'll try. We're at like 30% operation cost right now, so I don't know what to tell you. How are you? Yeah, I downed one, but you guys didn't come with me, so they walled it up, and, you know. There's one down to your right, Jackal. Jackal to your right, there's one, yep. Yeah. Castle should be one tap. I downed him, but he's up now. He was to your right. No, bro. I don't blame you, bro. I'd be mad too. Warden's 2 tap. Castle's 1 tap. Denari's 4 health. You got the castle. Denari's the only one with full health. Warden's low, but you are too. 50 seconds. Make your moves. There's an opening in the wall. Opening in the wall. You're cooked. Yeah. Oh. Hey man, I don't blame you. That was a tough fit. Saw it coming, but you know, nothing you can really do. Alright. We love indexes. The value rank to 5. The first one is index 0 always. The second one's always index 1. Third is always index 2. Fourth is always index 3. Forward iteration. Okay. Okay, pause that at 5 minutes for now. when I think about that. So you can always change the index variable from I to whatever you want to name it to. The whole point is to name the loop based on whatever the situation is happening. So if your loop was, let's just say, the sun lighting system, and you want to loop through it, you'd change that I to like hour 1, second 1, 60 seconds. And then you have your hour loop. Every time mid-loop it changed, you could update, you could change each individual numerical number to a declared identifier, and you could set the initialization if you want, or you could change it on the go. But regardless, same thing goes with clocking. Overclocking. It's basically all overclocking is. How well does your system loop? How efficient? Or is it going to crash? Oh, man, my head. Why don't you plant the bomb on my left side? One to my left, and castles in front of me to the next room on B side. But if someone would plant, I'm gonna smoke. Yo, where's the plant? Wow, you guys threw it. As long as my back is watched, check that corner. There's one to the left. Close left, it was wooded. Castle was to the right. There's one in mid wall. Doesn't matter, they don't have time, GG's. Good job. I'm the better dev, just so you know. I made my claim as alpha dev. We're going to finish that video, so we're going to close this out. Strip the element, okay. String the element, here and get element. Going, element for that. Okay, so declared in, you got that string declared name, moved in, you got third. Okay. 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 Okay, so we're going to think about that information. Then we have vector, recursion, and then we have about an hour demonstration. Okay, let's see, it's almost 4, so we're going to come back at 5, but before we do that, we're going to mark down